Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 74. We're currently playing as Kaiser Ulrich III, the Great of the Holy Roman Empire, and he's the son of Kaiser Ulrich II, who was the son of Kaiser Ludolf, so on and so forth, all the way back to Duke Otto of Saxony, our original starting character. We're currently involved in two wars, both of which we caused. We're attacking the West Francian king and his two allies, the King of Italy and the King of Denmark, in the Holy Roman West Francian de jure war over Weiperin. We're winning that. And we are defending, we did cause this, against the third revolt against the rule of Kaiser Ulrich the Great, which is Duke Adam II of Pomerania. We are definitely not going to surrender. We're not going to offer a white peace. We're going to enforce our demands and imprison this son of a bitch. But that just happened at the end of last episode. And that's when I also went over what I was doing here. But just to recap, we're attacking this army here, seeing if we can wipe it out. Then we're sending this big army over to deal with that little rebellion. There we go, wiped out. Because, unfortunately, the rebellion has the advantage. Simply because they have that ticking war score where they control all of their holdings. We're going to put a stop to that very quickly. The Duke of Pomerania must have died. Again, this is wonderful news for us, because we're having a bit of a problem in the Kingdom of Pomerania, where these guys, I really hope you guys can't hear that saw outside, because it is picked up and it is just going off its brain. I guess there's some construction work going on downstairs. Anyway, the main problem that we're having with Pomerania is that nobody likes us here. They've got their reasons not to like us. We changed a lot of laws, and they don't like that. They don't like change. So, what's good is the Duke of Pomerania. Is that right? Yeah, the Duke of Pomerania just died. And let this guy in charge. He's going to maybe change his vote to us in the future. And we're also getting rid of this guy. We also just lost our steward, apparently. That's a shame. Jeez, I hope that saw shuts up soon. It is really loud. Obviously, this guy would be a bad choice because he has a very bad opinion of us, so we're going to give it to this guy. And he's going to collect taxes for us. I swear, I seem to pick the worst times to do recording. I mean, really. What are they doing out there? Murdering like a tree? And yeah, there we go, Duke Engelbrecht. Oh, thank God it shut up for now. Duke Engelbrecht now favours Prince Wilhelm as the heir. That still leaves us with an issue, I think? Nope. All good. Because his previous vote... Okay, that's got to be an angle grinder or something. I'll give you a blow-by-blow of what's happening outside from what I can hear. But anyway, the Duke of Pomerania, his vote was previously going to Prince Andreas here. Now it's swapped, so because we have supermajority, or not supermajority, we have a tie-breaking vote, everything's good. Everything is very good. And we'll just further solidify that by fucking over this guy. Oh! This is surprising. The King of West Francia is offering peace. And it's exactly what we wanted. Deal, my friend. Deal. Aquitaine appears to have picked up Breda somehow. I wish I could declare war on Aquitaine. You know, I could. I really could. We've got a claim on we've got a personal claim on Montreal. And some de jure claims on Breda, Luxembourg. I have no idea what's going on out there. This is longer. These noises are going on for way longer than they usually do. I really want to avoid declaring war on my allies. You know what? He's old enough. He'll get over it. So we're going to use these guys to declare war on, say, Luxembourg. Let's have a look at the kingdoms. Yeah, Luxembourg, because that's in the middle of Lotharingia. Good plan. So he goes down to Liege. The bigger army comes all the way over there. Actually, that smells like burning metal. So they mustn't be cutting up wood. They must be doing something with metal. After the episode, I'll go down and find out what it is. It just, I believe my brother's over and they're doing some work on something. Bugger if I know. Got a new steward position opening up. We'll give it to this guy. Yeah, despite this guy probably being up for dying fairly shortly too because he's old. We don't exactly have a lot of good stewards who like us. Okay, who's allied to the King of Aquitaine here who isn't me? Who is the King of Aquitaine currently at war with? Ah. The one which we want him to lose, the Holy War for Jerusalem. The problem with this is that he is directly allied to the Byzantine. The Byzantine doesn't particularly like us. You know what? We're going to take the chance. We're going to take the chance and declare war for... You know what? We're going to do the county claim for Monschau. I don't like the little counties buggering around the place, so let's just do that. Oh, there's my antivirus telling me that I could pay you for some, better service. Yeah, right, this is going to be a county claim. Aquitaine, Albert. It's time for some war. This does cost us a bit of prestige, but that's alright. It's a county claim on Monschau. Actually, we're going to claim Monschau for ourselves. Siege begins. My mother-in-law... What? Is complete... Really? We imprisoned our mother-in-law? We better be merciful to her. Don't want to get on the mother-in-law's bad side. Well, yeah, the war score here isn't looking good for us, but that's purely because, well, they've got the ticking thing. King of Italy's been called in. That's alright. The one we just want to avoid is the Byzantine. Let's just attack that place. Very good. So that'll start our ticking war score. And we'll just go to Luxembourg to, assist it on its way. I think we can buy another skirmish retinue. No, we cannot. We must just be shy. When we get Pomerania back in the fold, we should have it. No drama there. So yeah, my apologies if you guys can actually hear that work that's going on outside. I really hope that you couldn't, because it's not as loud as it normally is. Maybe that one is. For fuck's sake. You know what? I got a plan to deal with this. I'm going to go and fully close my curtains. It's going to make it really stuffy in here, but you know what? I'm committed to this. Actually, I'll close the windows and shut the curtains. You can probably hear the noise of me slamming stuff around the place, but hey, that's just how it goes. Thank God I have a headset mic. Alright. So now it's really dark in here. And I've inadvertently opened one stream of sunlight right across my vision. But that army looks like it's almost where it has to go. I did pause the game, of course, because it would be really dumb of me to unpause it. Okay. let's continue. And yeah, that does seem to have cut down the sound quite considerably. Still, we've got about 50 minutes until the end of the episode, so, you know, yeah, he's a heretic. Totally is. So I may have breathing difficulties because now I'm in an enclosed room with this lovely computer. But, you know, the sacrifices I make. Okay, we want to just deal with this army. We don't care too much about that war score. It's not an issue for us at the moment. And it'll go away almost immediately. We will intercept this guy. Yeah, factions aren't too bad. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yep, it would be really good if we'd actually kill the Duke in this fight. He's a pretty good commander, he just doesn't have enough troops. No, we didn't kill him, but we got like 70% war score out of it. So now we go over here for really easy sieges on his stuff, and yeah. We got a peace offer. White peace. Ha ha ha, no. Idiot. Like, oh, you're obviously winning. How about we call it a truce? Does he think this is a playground? And we're going to attack this place as soon as the time elapses. Oh, we can usurp Verona. We're going to actually do that, by the way. We're going to usurp Verona and give it to somebody. So that costs us 100 gold. Done. And we give it to this dude because he already has 2 counties into place. Congratulations, buddy. You're the Duke of Verona. Now that gives us a de jure claim on Mantua. Which is good. For us. Because now it means that we can go to war with the Italian. For something that we can actually gain. Okay, we successfully took the Duchess here. We will ransom her back for 26 gold. And as you can see, the ticking war score has gone away. And we're well in control. We're just going to beat him up. I want this done with. Nice and fast. 100%. We won, you miserable son of a bitch. Now, we're not going to execute him. We're not going to banish him. We're definitely not going to ransom him. We might release him at some point, but first we're going to revoke the Duchy of Pomerania. And we're going to give it to Wolgast here. Because Wolgast kind of likes us. Congratulations, Wolgast. You have a new Duke of Pomerania. Did I say Wolgast? Why was I saying Wolgast? He's not Wolgast, he's Duke Adalbert. Whatever. Now the point here is that now we can't revoke this guy's title because he's not part of our stuff. But what we can do is say, well, buddy, pal, buddy, all is forgiven. And we release him and we get +10 with all the other vassals. He still hates us, but fuck what he thinks. Okay, Italy was next on the menu. So we'll send these guys down here to Treviso and move around based on that. We don't need to deal with Aquitaine too much. That war will self-complete, basically. He lies. We have a bunch of duchies that we could just create, but I'm not interested in creating duchies for people. Ooh, what's happened here? A Ruthenian revolt? Russian Orthodox? Claim Smolensk for my son. Italy's on hold. We've got a revolt to take care of. Excuse me. That's fine. Excellent. I believe that the Pomeranian, yep. Succession is beyond doubt now. Good. Good, this is just what we wanted. There's a little host war down there for Hungary. Ah, it appears we got all of Varazdin at some point, because our man here inherited it all. That's excellent. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to send these guys over here to try and take Smolensk real quick. Because, well, it's part of the, you know, Ruthenian thing that we want. Stop that. The Aquitanian War might be a little slow until we get through these places and this one up here. Just because Aquitaine's all down here and all that sort of business. I'd like it to be a bit faster, but you can't hurry progress. It's not too much of an issue anyway. The Italians and Byzantines are dealing with their own thing. Just need to keep an eye on it in case a big army shows up. Which it shouldn't. They're all dealing with the thing in Jerusalem, I think. Oh no, that's ended apparently. That's a shame. It's a real shame that that war ended. Now it's just something for Nicaea. Where's Nicaea? It's up here maybe. I don't know. Ah well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This guy died. Don't know what importance he was. This one is trying to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Lower Lorraine. Yeah, go for it. He doesn't like us. I don't care. Do your thing. Yeah, so what this will do is it will give us Monschau. I don't want Monschau as my own personal demand, so we'll be assigning that to a newly created baron. Which is alright. How are we doing here? You're almost in position? Good. The 13th, you'll be in position. Paramashul has been converted. That wasn't one where we had our chaplain, I think. No, he's in Usul. Okay, you go to Smolensk. The 12th of April, that's a huge movement time. So we won't declare just yet. We'll declare on maybe the 1st of April. We'll be all like, hey, April Fools! And then our guys will actually show up. It'll be this massive reverse April Fools thing. That's how it works, right? Oh, good. That siege was successful. Well, let's just declare that war so I can get rid of that. Count Nicholas of Luxembourg. He's not the actual holder of the title, his wife is. Yeah, and apparently this one too. Bonner Littlefinger. Who will, you know, get rid of when that other ransom offer comes through. Now. There we go. And for your dear daughter, 26 gold. That siege should come along fairly swiftly because it's a city. And now we besiege... Wow! 2,222 troops. Pretty rough. Doesn't matter, we'll still get through it. Not exactly fast. 50 tech points from Constantinople, I'd like an into economy. Hey, nice. Now if we could just get that firing again, we'll be able to get castle infrastructure. which would be good. Okay. You know, I might send Marshall to research military tech instead of enhancing our troop levels. Just because that'll double up on the tech gains here. Well, a little bit less than double up because we already get 40% from places. Yeah, of course he's a heretic. He's not one of my direct vassals, so I don't care. I'll tell you what, this place has a lot of troops. Why is that? Is it because the guy has such a big martial skill? Must be. Huh. It's a huge pain. I'll just deal with it. I appear to have clicked something wrong there. Just get rid of that. Sure, sure. Again, now this guy has been accused of heresy, and he is a direct vassal to us, so he's not a heretic. Stop it, bro. Stop just accusing everybody of being a heretic. He's running around the place going, "You're a heretic, and you're a heretic, and you're a heretic." Wife's pregnant? Good. That's why we bought her all of that expensive erotica. What? It's basically what we did. I don't know why the Italian army is just sitting down there. Still the king's in it, so that could be interesting. Yeah, so as usual, we don't want to smash the revolt army. Attacking the revolt army is not really a good thing. But, on that note, yeah, we don't have any valid casus belli on Ruthenia itself. So, it doesn't really matter. This siege is almost done. Come on, tick over. There it is. So that's not bad. Now we're doing the bishopric of St. Vith. Give it up. It's a really shitty little place that you don't care about. Relatives, right? Well, there's the King of Aquitaine down here besieging a place he has no chance of getting through. He must be fresh from the jihad, because that ended fairly recently, actually. The Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre owns that place. My wife would like a bird, so we'll give her a falcon. But yeah, what I was just noticing was that this holding here, this barony, is part of the Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre. Do they hold anything else? They hold a lot of baronies. This happens a lot. Holy orders just start holding a lot of baronies around the place, and it's really irritating to track them down. In one of my old games, I think it was the Bektashi order, basically had about 20 little baronies across Europe. And it was really irritating to chase them down and deal with them, because it had to be one by one, and then you had a truce timer, and all that sort of deal. This one would like better accommodations. Really? Nah. We got a man into the College of Cardinals, so we got 2 people in there. It doesn't really matter because this is useless. Like, seriously? I'd love to know how we could actually press like the anti-pope's claim. That would be wonderful if we could do that. I think it's just going to be a thing which sits around. Yes, everything is just. I don't know why we can't designate successors here, because the HRE has free investiture. Maybe we actually have to do that with every single kingdom. Well, we'll change it up for Lithuania. We might as well. That should get secured fairly quickly, because everybody likes free investiture except the Pope. By everybody. because it means that they have more power. Human. There we go, they approved it. Wonderful. So now we have an appoint successor down here for Bishop Caspar. How old is he? 43. Oof. Yeah, this peasant dude. Sure, why not? This bishop hates us. Why you no like, bro? Ah well. He'll get over it when he dies. Which we're not actually going to cause. Almost got our war goal here. My mother-in-law tried to escape. Just return her to her quarters. She's my mother-in-law. I don't want to be too, you know, aggressive towards her. If you know what I mean. And if you do, please enlighten me in the comments below, because I don't actually know what I mean. This lowborn woman is trying to kill a countess. Stop that. England, Scotland and Ireland are doing quite nicely. Ireland is doing very well. They own Brittany. Well, most of Brittany. And some of France. West France, yeah. Good. Siege there is done. We need a new character to lead this army. Not Gebhard. Peter. Okay, and then we send them up to Breda. Siege of Smolensk is completed. And now we have really easy sieges against some places. And of course we had Vikings show up. It's just a fact of life. Vikings gonna Viking. We're going to attack this place. And proper attack, like assault it. Nice. And the next one. And we're going to do this barony as well because it's fairly on demand. Bang. Okay, well, in good news, the Aquitanian king is giving up. Wonderful. Now that has put us over our defense limit, but that's alright because we're just going to assign that to a nice German Catholic. And that's actually going to piss off the Count here, because he wants control of that place, so we're going to give him control of that place. Monschau. Done. And everything is fine. To deal with these Vikings, just chase them off sort of thing, and then we're going to head down to Italy. And we've finished our siege there. We should have a ticking war score. We do. And she'll accept the peace offer. That's excellent. It's better than I hoped. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, I wonder if we can declare on this guy. Yep, county claim on Yartsevo. We're going to do that immediately. He does have allies, but they're all dukes that I literally don't care about. So there's the siege. We're just going to take it quickly. I don't believe he has any other holdings nearby. They should flash up outlined in red. Yeah, like see this one here, and this one here, and this one over here. And I think there's a couple over here. Yeah, two over here. So we're going to take our army, move them over to, what was this, Khan 10. And if we're still in war by the time that happens, because again, ticking war score, we'll attack these two and just sort of get it out of the way. And I think that what we're doing there is we're giving that to, yeah, Prince Wilhelm. It's alright. It is of absolutely no concern. We have a daughter, Osterhild. Excellent. And anyway, what we're planning on doing is attacking Italy in a moment. Come on, there we are. And we'll probably be pressing this de jure claim on Mantua. Because claiming Siena doesn't actually give us Siena. And claiming Parma, well, it might give us Parma, but I just don't care about Parma. What I would like to see is my son here actually manage to fabricate his claim on Trent. Because then we'd declare for that instead and let the Duke here press his own war. But this does mean that we'll have truces with all of the Western European rulers again. We have a marriage offer from the King of France. Is that a new King of France? It is. He is proposing that he marries Costanza Galindez. No. So, because that's a new King of France, we're going to change what we were doing slightly. And... we're going to claim... Oh, I really would like to claim Guenza. Because that would mean that the HRE is just almost solid again, except for the Burgundy and Aquitaine stuff. But I also kind of want to start moving in on France here. I mean, now France, not West France here. That must be because this guy's Frankish or something. He's also not long for this world. And his heir is a female. An unmarried female of 47 years of age. What the hell is going on, France? Henry van Vlaanderen. The Dutch? This guy, right? Yeah, this guy. Basically, we've got a long string of potential wars happening here. We're still going to send this guy down here. We're actually going to send him down to Bax at this moment. Or Thames. Bax. Because maybe we'll pop into Belgrade. Belgrade, really, but, you know, that's how it's just said now. But no, we're going to be pressing a few claims on France. I know France's armies are weak. He doesn't have many allies. So we're not going to press for de jure claim, because we will always have that. We could claim on Evro, which is over here. That wouldn't get us Evro. Same thing for Vexin, wouldn't get us Vexin. Vermandois would get us Vermandois. And that would apparently give us part of Paris as well, which would be interesting. We could claim Troy. Maybe that would improve the Duke's opinion of us, but I doubt it. Normandy doesn't get us anything. Flanders doesn't get us anything. Chalons does get us Chalons, because it's given to this guy. We're going to go for Vermandois for the Prince Bishop. Done. Go. My wife died of pneumonia. That's alright. Time for a new one. Order them by stewardship. Ah! This little Greek lass here. Greek Orthodox, so that's not great for our opinions. But she has a very high stewardship. Yeah, done. We're going to lose a lot of prestige out of this. It's not too much of a concern for me. Done. And that should fix up our demence issue in a bit. We're going to get the money. Good, good, good. Good. She wants to kill someone. Stop that right now. Stop it. Bad. And she does like us. That's good. Can we order a conversion? No. Can we give her money? And then order a conversion? Yes, we can. Good. Now, I'm kind of interested by this. Does he have... Wow, the Doge of Amalfi has a claim on the Holy Order. That's weird. Okay, think. We gotta think, subby. Why is that there? Is that the... Wow, that's where Germany is, apparently. It's news to me. We could hit Hungary on the way through. We really could hit Hungary on the way through. Yeah, right. Anyway, we're at war with France. For Vermandois. Good. She's converted to the Catholic faith. Excellent. Yep, wipe him out. A holy man came to court today to talk about matters of faith, but it soon became clear that he held rather unorthodox views, so we, imprisoned him. Deus vult. And Trishiel here, my Jewish guy, likes us a little bit more, which is a little odd. Okay, we're kind of going to sit here and raffle just for a little bit. Gather up some mans, all that sort of thing. I don't foresee the French armies getting to be an issue. What's happened here? Got a secondary revolt? No, just this one has decided to join in on the revolt, I guess. Yeah, it's alright. It's none of my concern. He really will not give. He thinks things are going his way. The Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre guy. Well, might soon disabuse him of that notion. So this army down here isn't part of France. It's hostile to us. It's part of Anjou. Which is a little odd, but it's not too concerning. I would be concerned if all three of these armies joined up. Assuming they're not hostile to each other, they may be. Probably not, but they may be. So we'll just hang in there for that siege, while we deal with the Brotherhood, get them dealt with, and then we might come on over. Now, the reason why we're doing this so quickly is because the king here is 65 years old. He'll die before any truce with him runs out. And that's kind of the point. I'm going to assault this place. Now that I've been reminded of the alacrity of the situation. Parisian has converted to the Catholic faith. That's cool. Do we still hold that province over here? We must, otherwise we wouldn't be able to see things. Yeah, we do. Beaumont. Wonder if we... No, we don't have a cast spell eye on the Irishmen. It's alright. So what I'm thinking is this army beats around the Brotherhood, then takes on Hungary. Because Hungary will be a very quick, easy war. Excuse me. More Vikings. Of course. And yeah, what we're trying to do here is basically take as much of, well, France as we can. Because we're eventually going to want to own France. So let's just see how that goes. And also, the French guy doesn't have any allies. Aquitaine's got a revolt. I wish that that was one of these two provinces up here that joined in on the revolt, but, you know, everything can't go our way. Oh, these guys have turned up, good. Most of the sieges for the Brotherhood's places will be very quick, because they don't have a lot of dudes, being secondary barony holdings and all that sort of stuff. We have a lot of money. We should spend it. Like, a lot of money. Stupid amounts of money. Let's upgrade the keep in Whittlesbark. Now we no longer have stupid amounts of money. We do have a truce running out with this fellow, the Estonian High Chief. That's good to know, because after we're done with all these wars, we'll head back over to the east. Smolensk has converted. Where was our chaplain at? Or cell? Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, once we've dealt with these western things, we're going to go and, you know, go back to the east and start beating people around. You still think things are going your way? No, he thinks it's indecisive now. Down here. And we still have to declare war on Venice at some point, just to that nice 200 or so gold that we get from that. We basically do that when we've got nothing else going on, though. There's not much of a point in doing it otherwise. Because the Venetians will attempt to, you know, keep their thing going. We've got a courtier named Zelikman. Oh, that's my vassals list. There he is. Oh, he actually likes us. That's kind of surprising. And he is a very good diplomat. But as usual, he's Jewish, so he won't convert. So it's kind of pointless. 50 tech points. Economy or culture would be nice. I'd actually prefer it in culture because we're close enough to get economy through normal progression. Culture, thank you. Economy it was. Invest in castle infrastructure. Got a new Duke in Gran, by the way. So this means we've now got additional things we can purchase in Munchen. First one that we'll do when we get 425.7 gold is the castle town. That jousting list is really fucking expensive, but worth it. The Count of Parisian has declared the Holy War for Moldau on this guy. Ah, yep, so he's basically trying to get Torquay. That's fine. We can't really deal with the Bulgarian here because he's Orthodox. But no, that's good. It saves us from getting involved in a war that we actually kind of were going to get involved in, but, you know. It's good that our vassals do it because we probably would have given them the land anyway. Good, we successfully besieged that bishopric. Now we're working on the city of St. Quentin. Oh, there's his big army. That probably includes the mercenary, because the Brotherhood of Holy Sepulchre is basically a mercenary company. So this probably includes those troops. We can't check them out because they're an Orthodox group. But, you know, whatever. We lost a guy in the battle just then. Yep, Prince Wigerick. My brother. Sad day for all. Mostly sad because we probably don't have a commander of his like to replace him. Like, it's not really sad, apart from that. Huge amount of war score. We'll just follow these guys to Zakluminia. And yeah, we don't really have a decent commander. We'll just give it to Gebhard here. Unless there's somebody who really doesn't like us. You know what, we'll give it to the Duke of Upper Lorraine. He might not be a very good commander, but he does have the brave stats, so he can hold his own. Still think you're winning, buddy? Doesn't think he's losing anyway. Let's disabuse him of that notion. Yeah, it's a wipeout. It's an insta-win. Done. Okay, so we're going to move our guys up to Sazanid. And from there launch our little attack into Hungary. Don't kill people without my authority. The Parisian War for Moldau ended. That seems to be because the King of Bulgaria took it. Well, that's a shame. I mean, it's just something we'll have to do. We're going to have to deal with Bulgaria at some point. They're kind of weird. And not just because they're Orthodox. But it's going to be... They're not allied to anybody that I can really make out. Yeah, nobody important. It's really strange. Oh, well, it'll be fine. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, you dumbass motherfuckers. Almost got this siege of this town done, and then we'll move down here, kill them, move over here, kill this army, and then besiege Paris. I'm not sure which holdings in Paris we're going to get, but it is part of a war goal. There we go, St. Quentin is done. And you'll notice that we don't actually have a ticking war score, and that's because some of these holdings are part of it. So we just head down there, deal with that. Ah, good, my chaplain's mission in Usul is complete. It has been converted to Catholicism. So, where to send him to next? I'm thinking this Orthodox place. Yeah. So this army here is either looking to come up and try and take these holdings back in Vermandoy, or assist this army in engaging me. They're trying to take the holdings back because they're trying to head up through Amiens. 25th of November, we can't beat that, but we can head them off. They'll stop moving, so we just move in. 3rd of December, 28th. Okay, so they're still going to escape. That's alright, because we'll move up to Amiens, where they are probably trying to move to now. Kierman. And then we have a 9-day journey. Why is Hugo having issues there? Because he's maimed. We don't want Hugo to be leading an army while he is maimed. So we'll give that one to Gebhard here, despite being a coward. It should be fine. And once we hit this army, we'll probably have to chase them around for a bit, but hopefully they go straight into Paris. And yeah, we've won that. So we're going to have to look at training people up in military now that I've realized that we're having a bit of an issue with that. Okay, so these two did have a child, but it was murdered on this guy's orders. So this guy is not beholden to me, so we're going to have him murdered himself. He's part of Tuscany, which is in Italy. Yeah, nice amount of war score there. They're going to Rouen. Can we declare? No. Let's wipe this army out. There we go. Because the last thing I want is to lose land from my place. Good, another 16%. Come on, bro. There we go. He's lost the war. So he's going to give the county of Vermandoy to my man. In 10 days. So we'll just send our guys out. There we go. There we go. So we didn't actually get anything in Paris, but we got the entire county of Vermandoy. That's fine. A little weird that we didn't get anything in Paris, though it was telling us we might be able to. But that's alright, because this guy is on his last legs. 66. So while we're not going to have our army hover around his edges, just declare war on Hungary real quick here. Go. We're so not going to call in allies. We don't need to. Huh. They've managed to evade us. Not for long. But we're not going to have our army hang around on the outskirts of France, because it might be a while before this guy dies. I don't know, he could live another 10 years. So we're going to send him down into Italy, because that's where we're going after this little war with Hungary. Beat up their army. Yeah, nice and easy. Then we just go back into Bihar and deal with it, and it should be really easy for us to deal with. Yeah, we're going to assault these places. My nephew has contracted measles. Okay. Somebody fire this murder plot up already. Getting somewhat annoyed by it. Attack. Oh, that's almost given us enough to advance the siege. Or not the siege, but almost do the war score thing. Yeah, he's lost the war. And he'll get back to us in 2 weeks. To Italy. Specifically Verona. Who is the Italian allied with? Aquitaine and Burgundy. Burgundy will join in, Aquitaine maybe not. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Now I am above my demesne limit, so we just assign these places out. I actually have 10 in my demesne limit at this stage. That's because my wife is an exceptional steward. But we're still going to give Bihar out, I think. So it's part of Transylvania. So we're actually going to give it to Count Siegfried here. I think. Yes, we're going to give it to Count Siegfried. Oh, was it Bihar? Yep, there it is. Give it out. I just don't want it. I wouldn't mind getting Kempton. Oh, now this is interesting. The holder of Kempton is now Countess Helga, so Kempton, Vilnius, and Grissens. We're going to have to check that after that plot power goes away, like after we actually succeed at that plot. So that's just something we'll deal with later. But what we can deal with now is building a castle town in Munich. Or upgrading the castle town, as it were. Yeah, so our army should quite easily just gather up. Who was Amalfi at war with? Venice. It's a trade war for them. For somebody's holding in Zeta. Wherever that is. Does anybody even have claims on Venice? Nope. You know, you fabricate claims in Venice. I know, that actually lets us see what's going on in Venice too, which is always interesting. So there are a bunch of individual armies, but nothing to be concerned about. Nothing too bad. We could create the Kingdom of Hungary. It doesn't exist at this stage. And that's because we took the guy's holding from it. It would be Gavelkind, which isn't wonderful for us. So we're not actually going to make that. We may never make that, same as with Frisia. I wonder, is it... It's not it's not coming through, because we don't own the entire thing. The Byzantine Empire owns Vas here. Same situation. It's basically the same situation that Frisia is in. And hello, what's happened up here? The French are revolting, but I don't have Casus Belli on any of them. And it's some dude's... It's that guy's war, basically. Nothing I am concerned about at this stage. It'll be nice if the other guy wins it, but I'm not holding out hope. So we're just going to get these armies into position and then probably call it for the episode, because it seems to be just a little bit of a lull point, which is always a good place to end an episode at. But yeah, you bet we're going to be declaring war on people. The Kingdom of Galatia? Huh. Who is Arnie Jute? This guy, the Baron of Schelling. He has children. Where's Schelling? All the way up there. Not interested. Could have been interesting, but, you know, just not concerned. Yeah, man, just a little bit longer. Anyway, we sent our guy here to fabricate a claim so that we could own Venice. I would be fine with the Doge here being a vassal, despite him being king level, but we need to forcibly do that. Duke Walbert here believes I'm too risky. That's because he's a coward and I'm brave. But it's such a thrill! Normally that would be a slight problem because it's an opinion malice, but it doesn't matter because that guy never liked us anyway. So he can deal with it. Okay, the armies are all in position. Let me just check retinue. Ooh, we've been neglecting retinues. We need another skirmish retinue. And then we're going to be looking at 3 knight retinues, but we can't get those just yet. And I believe that's because we can't afford them. It'll cost us 128. We'll be able to afford them fairly shortly. So let's just... Oh, we've got a Hungarian Liberation Revolt. These guys. Let's go put them down. But we'll end the episode before we put them down, because put them down we will. And hopefully that gets us a bit of an opinion boost of people, because this should count as a major revolt. Let me just see where we can attack from. Not from Bihar, Pest, or Sexyland. So we can attack from Gran. That's wonderful. Just not these 3. Alright, looks like the Italian ambition is on hold for a moment, but this will have to wait for next episode. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those below and I'll address them for you. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But, in the meantime, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.